Introduction to negligence. Negligence is a civil tort which occurs when a person breaches his duty of care which he owed to another due to which that other person suffers some harm or undergoes some legal injury. The existence of a legal duty that the defendant owed to the plaintiff. Defendant's breach of that duty. Plaintiff's sufferance of an injury. Proof that defendant's breach caused the injury, typically defined through proximate cause. As we saw in the last scene, Sohan was riding his bicycle at a very high speed and he did not try to apply brakes or take any measures to slow down his bicycle. When he saw Rohit crossing the street, there was an accident and Rohit got hurt. In everyday conversation we would say that Sohan was careless and his carelessness caused the accident. But, if the parties go to the court we would say that it is a case of negligence. The plaintiff must prove the elements of negligence: duty, breach, causation, damage. To win a negligence case,
duty: the defendant Sohan had an obligation of reasonable care toward plaintiff Rohit to avoid this type of injury, but the accident took place and injury was forcible in this case. Sohan breached his duty of reasonable care and the court considered the defendant to be a reasonable person if the defendant's level of care went below the level of care of that we would expect from a reasonable person, but defendant was not as careful as a reasonable person and therefore he breached his duty. Causation: court now asks whether the defendant breach of his duty of care caused the plaintiff injury. In fact, court discussed two type of causation: one actual cause and two proximate cause. It seems that the defendant caused the accident as if he would have stopped his bicycle, the accident would not have been caused, which resulted in the injury of Rohit. Thus third element of causation is proved. Damage: the injury caused to Rohit was caused by getting hit by the bicycle of Sohan. There was no intention to injure Rohit, but because of Sohan's action the injury took place and the damage element is also satisfied.
So look at the facts and circumstance. We can predict Rohit will win his lawsuit because he should be able to prove all four elements of negligence.